was talking to a friend yesterday about how I wanted enchiladas, but not normal enchiladas, the kind that I make. I like to make enchiladas out of very non-traditional things. I have a few videos, I'll link them below. Today is no different. I decided that I needed something comforting because it is going to be chilly this week, and something easy and delicious. I'm gonna make some beefy French onion soup enchiladas. I think that sounds delightful. I only have a few ingredients here, so like perfect. I am not working off of a recipe as per usual. I'm kind of just throwing some stuff in and seeing what happens and seeing how much I have and how much I can get out of it. So I'll let you know how much I'm working with here, and then you can, I guess, see what happens along with myself and adjust to your liking. For the enchilada filling, a pound of ground beef. I prepped my onions earlier, but in here I just have chopped up 3 sweet onions and 1 shallot. I want to put some cheese in there, obviously, and for that I have a mixture of shredded Monterey Jack and Swiss. I've got some fresh thyme and some fresh rosemary, some bay leaves, and for the saucy portion, I'm gonna make a roux, so I'll need flour and butter. I have some beef stock, sour cream, Worcestershire sauce. I use flour tortillas, fajita size, and to top it, I've got some sliced Swiss from the deli. So I think that is everything I need. Let's go to the stove. I'm doing this all in one pot, so I have my Dutch oven here, just a little bit of olive oil. I'm cooking the beef first, so once this comes up to temperature, I'll throw it in there with some salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, smush it up, separate it all, brown it off, cook it completely, and then we're gonna remove it from the pan and get the onions in here. You can drain off some of this fat in here, but my beef was pretty lean, so there's really not that much. So now that I've got my beef out in my bowl, cooling for a bit, I'm gonna toss in my onions. I'll probably put in a little bit of butter, salt, pepper, my herbs. Then we're just gonna go low and slow with these. If you want truly paste-like caramelized onions, you're looking at maybe like 45 minutes, but I like mine a little more firm, so I don't go as long. Also, you're probably thinking, oh my goodness, what are you gonna do with all those onions? I swear, this will cook down to nothing. These are getting there. At this time, I think I'm gonna take out my herbs. They've done their flavoring job, and then I'm just gonna let this sit and caramelize the rest of the way. Thank you, Mr. Herbs, you have done your job. This is actually where I'm gonna stop. I like to actually kind of feel them in the dish. So these are gonna get tossed in the same bowl as the beef, and I'm gonna actually let this cool quite a bit because I don't want the cheese to instantly melt when I put it into the mixture. I just realized that I was not filming at all when I made the sauce, so I guess I'll break it down for you. First, I started my roux with equal parts butter and flour. I cooked the flour out for a couple of minutes to get that raw taste out of there. Then I added my beef broth slowly, continuously whisking. Then I cooked it for a few minutes just until it got nice and thick and glossy. Then I took it off the stove, and it's been a few minutes, and I wanted to let it cool just slightly so that I could add some sour cream in here. And I'm just gonna do a couple tablespoons. You can incorporate that in there. This is now gonna be a super rich, velvety, thicky sauce. So here's my filling with my onions and my beef. My cheeses, Monterey Jack and Swiss. I never measure cheese. Give this a mix around. Got a 9x13 baking dish here. Sprayed it with a little nonstick spray. And on the bottom here, we're gonna put some sauce. I'd say probably 2/3 of it. Gonna get a plate because I feel like this is gonna be messy. Get you a little tortilla. And clean hands, I'm gonna use them. Grab some of your filling. I'm an overstuffer. It's my toxic trait. Do what you want, but there's probably like 3 or 4 tablespoons in here or so, maybe 5. And I'm gonna roll it up. Seam side goes face down into the baking dish. And then it's just an assembly line. I am amazed and I'm actually quite proud of myself. I have used all of my filling and I'm so excited. I got 10 enchiladas out of this, very liberally stuffed, and it's perfect. It fits all in a 9x13. When I clean myself off, I'll show you the pan. Here we go, all very snug in. You really have to just like, you know, shove them over. And you can get 10 fajita size double stuffed enchiladas in a 9x13. I'm gonna put the rest of the sauce over. Now I've got some good French onion stuff going on. Sliced Swiss, nice and thin. Just pile it on. Just gonna pull some of these thyme leaves off, sprinkle those on top. A little bit of black pepper, some flaky salts. And this is gonna go into my preheated oven. I usually don't cover it. I don't feel the need to, but if you wanna cover it, go for it. I like to cook them probably 15 or so minutes. Everything's already cooked in here. You just really want to warm it through and melt the cheese. So use your judgment. And then the last few minutes, I would broil the top so you get that French onion soup signature. Just watch it, don't burn it. You are not prepared. Do you hear that? Bubbly. I just took it off the broiler, got everything nice and brown. It is actually French onion soup in an enchilada. While it is still steaming hot, I'm going to top it with some more fresh thyme. And now we wait. Do not tear into these right away. You will burn your mouth off and die. The cheese is starting to harden. The tortilla's got a little crispy. Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, can't wait any longer. First one is always the most difficult. Oh my. I am so excited for this. Ooh. Look at this magic. First bite. Well, I've done it again. That tastes like pure comfort. It tastes exactly like French onion soup. It's got good texture with the beef mixed in there and the cheese and the crunchiness of the tortilla. Oh my goodness. And these are stuffed to the brim. Just how I like it. Such an easy thing to throw together. Takes a little time because you're cooking the onions so much, but it is worth it. Oh, and it's so easy. You should definitely give these a try, and I hope you enjoy.